Yo, Congress, a message to the United States Congress. Must be whacked. You're going on vacation while you need to come back. Yo, Congress, you got to understand America needs a health care plan. We got mothers and fathers without no meds, and then we got 6 children lying in their beds. Yo, Congress, you got to understand it's time to get a health care plan. Yo, Congress, we ain't gonna listen. We know that there's been something missing. Yo, Congress, I got a question for you. Where did the 187 million go that went to you? Yo, Congress, you got to understand America needs a health care plan. We got older adults choosing between food and meds. Now that ain't what the Constitution said. Yo, Congress, you got to understand it's time America had a health care plan. Yo, Congress, here's the deal. We need it right now. Yeah, that's for real. Yo, Congress, you got to understand America needs a health care plan. Yo, Congress, I'm being for real. We need that public option, and that's the deal. We got people in the streets dying without health care. People in the house all in the fear. Now, Congress, you got to understand America needs a health care plan. We got people going to the ER room, and they send sick people home to sin. Yo, Congress, you got to understand America needs a public option plan. Some people will say we don't have no money. Well, man, isn't that really kind of funny? When it comes to wars, we got the money for that. But when it's for health care, we're broke. Now, Congress ain't that whack. Come on, Congress. I'll tell you the deal. 2.5 trillion. Now that's for real. Iraq, you got money for that. Well, how about you stop breaking our back? Get health care in America today. Because I'm going to tell you, I will not play.
Torcaso, and welcome to a special edition of Humanity Matters, Critical Condition, the Great Congressional Ripoff. Now, to get straight to the business at hand, we will not have any technical marvels today. We will only have one setting, and we're not going to have necessarily the frills that we have on our onlook at the studio show, but we have a very, very critical issue to talk about. This show will be seen in its entirety as a special. Portions of it will also be aired on the live show Humanity Matters. In fact, right now this is called Humanity Matters Critical Condition, but later it will be Albert Torcaso Presents Critical Condition, the Congressional Ripoff. Now, I'm going to get straight to the business at hand. And you're going to hear sound in the background. We're filming on location at Osceola Park in Bloomfield. There are people enjoying the little playground. There are people on bikes. You're going to hear all kinds of noises. I picked this location because it's filled with life and people enjoying life. And believe it or not, this show is all about life. So let me get to it. As all of you probably know, there is a health care reform bill currently in Congress. As I speak to you Sunday, July the 26th, 2009, 6:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we are hearing the Congress, including Democrats fighting Democrats, and also Republicans, they have a problem with passing this health care legislation. And many of them are asking the question, where are we going to get the money to pay for this reform? Well, Congress and the Blue Dog Democrats and the Republicans and any congressperson that is against a health care plan with a public option in America, I have a question for you. Yeah, Congress, you. I, an American citizen, have a question for you. You're asking, where are we going to get the money for the health care bill? I have a question. Where Where did we get the money to spend $2.5 trillion on the Iraq war? Where did we get the money to spend trillions of dollars for Afghanistan? Where did we get the money for every war that America has ever been in? If we have money to kill people, then we have money to heal people and keep them out of illness and preventative care. If we can find the money for wars, then we will find the money for health care. And if you, Congress, Democrats and Republicans, independents and whomever else, if you do not give us a health care reform bill by the end of 2009, then you can expect Albert Torcaso to do all that he can to make sure that no incompetent senator is reelected, that no incompetent representative is reelected, that I will speak out against you if you are a Democrat. I will speak out against you if you are a Republican. I will speak out against you if you are an independent. If you do not bring health care to this nation, I will do all that I can with my voice and with my legal rights to make sure you are thrown out of Washington. If you do not give us health care, as I said in the past and will say again, if you ain't doing right, get ready to say goodnight. It is time that you get off your duffs and pass the health care reform bill and you support what President Obama has brought forth. It may not be, it may not be a perfect bill and eventually a perfect law. We'll give you time to work on it in the future, but it must include certain prerequisites. Any bill that ultimately becomes law must include certain prerequisites that ensures every American has access to health care. What would they be? Number one, no insurance company can exclude you because of pre-existing conditions. Number two, no insurance company can overcharge people with a pre-existing condition to the point where it becomes excuse me, to the point where it becomes cost prohibitive, and i.e. they still cannot get insurance. We will not allow you to pass a bill that has a provision that says no one can be excluded because pre-existing conditions, but in reality, they are still allowed to overcharge you to the point where you can't afford it. We're not going to accept that, Congress. And Congress, while you may ask where we're going to get the money, I will make sure that every American is aware of the fact that while you don't want us to have a health care plan, every American is paying for your health care plan. You have a universal health care plan in D.C. Congress has it, the president has it, many United States government workers have it. So if you have it and you don't have to worry about health care, why should we? You work for us. This is government of, by, and for the people. Now you forgot that in Washington. You have forgotten that. Oh yes, you have. You've allowed special interests. You've allowed the insurance companies and the pharmaceutical companies and other people to influence you in some ways. But you forgot the words of Abraham Lincoln. This is government of, by, and for the people. And as such, it is the people who will not accept any longer this nation not having health care in place for every American. I chose Osceola Park for a reason. This is a park where young Americans, children, come to play. And when children come to play, sometimes they get hurt. There are millions of uninsured children in America. Children are supposed to be and will be the future of our nation. They will be the next